camera one here at my studio, loading up my truck with paint, big old canvas, all that kind of stuff. On my way to meet a friend of mine named Francine Rivers. She's a New York Times best-selling author multiple times. She has a book called Redeeming Love that was pretty dang popular. Recently, she put out this book called The Masterpiece, and I was honored and privileged that my art was chosen to be on the book cover. One of the main characters' name is Bobby Ray Dean, so his initials are BRD. So he kind of is a street artist, nicknamed Bird. And yeah, so I'm gonna take her on a mural tour to see some of my art and actually see the mural that's on that cover. And then I am actually gonna teach Francine Rivers how to do some graffiti. So the graffiti crew, I'm in Gospel Graffiti. Every year we do like a graffiti missions trip to like a different area where one of us live, or we'll seek out another ministry that has an event going on, and then our crew members from around the world will fly there and like help them and stuff. So this was the year it was in, one of the years it was in San Francisco. Yeah. It's all the fruit of the Spirit up there. And then this one I did when I was working here.
I got a picture of that one. Did you kind of plan it out before you start? Or is it all in your head?
The most sketching I did was like, just like a quick block of where things were gonna go. And then everything else was just kind of freestyled. So yeah, I just kind of made a lot of it up as I go along.
He's got it in his head and then lets other people know where to work.
Nowadays I have to do a lot more designing because I working with more companies and stuff, but I prefer to freestyle because like when you design, you already know what it's going to look like, and you've already like, well, I've already created it, you know?
I don't need to do it again.
Yeah. The freestyle that's where it's like a mystery. What we'll do to start out, we'll try some techniques.
Okay.
And then we'll do a painting on top of that when we're done. Yeah, the first thing that like people usually learn is tagging. Okay. And that's the part where most people are like, oh, I like the big art stuff, but I hate the tagging. But the thing is, like, we could never do that without learning the tagging. Like in tagging, you learn what we call can controls. So you're learning how to manipulate the can, but also you're learning the basic structure of a letter to be able to do bigger.
I want to do the BRD.
Yeah,
because I have something in my head of what it would look like, but I wouldn't know how to do it. So I want the BRD to kind of look like a bird.
Basically, like when I write,
so it's real close.
It's real close, and the movement is in my shoulder. Okay. A lot of times my elbow is locked. And then my wrist is on a swivel to keep the can parallel to the wall. Right, because if I go like that, it's gonna flare out, right? Yeah. And if I'm back here, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. You know, so I go pretty close, and the only time I break my wrist, you don't have to do this yet, but usually is at the top, and that's called a flare. So I'm flaring it.
Oh, you make it look so easy.
So camera one. So there's certain points where I'm pulling away and getting closer. Yeah. So that's why when most people see tagging on the street and they're like, I don't like that, but graffiti writers can see it and know what's going into it. So it's a language to our culture, to each other, and we're able to read it and understand it, you know. In your book, the character is his initials, right? BRD,
but he makes it look like a bird.
Yeah.
So somehow.
That's awesome. So you've had this
in my head.
In your head.
I have no clue how to do
That's the hardest part. You know what I mean? Taking what's in your head and trying to put it on canvas.
Okay. And get close. Oop.
Yeah, even closer.
Even closer.
Yeah. And you could slow down just a little bit. Yeah.
And then how would you make a bird out of that? You know, like, I don't know how.
I love it.
It doesn't look like anything.
So you're trying to do wings, you're saying?
Something, yeah, something like wings on it.
All right. I don't know how we would do wings. I mean, you could
Yeah.
do.
Maybe take it from the R, or not even. Not even. Cool.
But that's not what you envision.
No,
now.
it's not. But I have no idea how you do it. Yeah,
That's
I
kinda
like that.
wings.
Yeah.
You want to try one more?
I like that one right there. I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
All right.
I'll try one more.
Yeah.
I just I have
and
to
this
get
is good
closer.
for practice for when we do this in a little bit.
I'm not close enough.
Yeah, I like that.
So that'd be a B, R, and then there's the D.
Yeah.
But would anybody be able to read it? Even a graffiti artist?
Yeah, because you would get it down eventually. Right? Let me see here. And we got there. And you should just do a beak.
Yeah. This looks like glasses too. There are his
No
eyes.
eyes. No eyes right there.
Yeah. This part on the book, then you've got all the rest of it.
This is literally like probably 4 blocks from where I grew up. And this used to be a housing project that just in this project alone was like 10 homicides a year.
Wow.
But also this corner was like a major drug deal corner.
Oh. Okay.
So by putting that piece of art there, people come by and take photos, so nobody wants to hang out there and deal drugs. So
now,
art,
do you
art
have
is pretty
symbolism
powerful.
in there, like the clock and the different things?
Yeah.
Are those representative?
So it's titled Time Flies When You're Having Fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's watch pieces, different watches in there, and then just super fun designs falling off of it.
Man.
Yeah, and then my friend Ivan helped me on it. So we did this together, but he did a lot of the kind of more designs over here.
Yeah, that's what fascinates me, is how sharp the lines are in the artwork and how you do that with the spray.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's tape or whatever, but it's not. It's all freehand. Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, and now it's on the cover of your book.
Yes.
So why graffiti? Like I know what it is for me.
I wanted to write a story about kids that come from really traumatic childhood experiences, and I thought of the Tenderloin, and I love San Francisco. And then I thought, well, what kinds of things would kids get into? And graffiti would be one.
And then you said you saw some graffiti somewhere, right? That inspired you?
We were traveling in Europe, and we saw graffiti in Romania, and it was beautiful. Just beautiful colors and shapes and everything. I thought, this is art.
Yeah.
It's really an art form.
Now what we're going to do, we're going to paint a bird.
Okay.
And that's what's so good about spray paint is it dries so fast you can just go right over it. But basically we're going to treat it as if we were drawing with a pencil. Okay. So let me see how I want to do this.
You wouldn't want to see what I do with a pencil either.
Let's do I'm trying to think of like overall composition of the way this canvas is laid out, So like you could do body kind of in this area, head in this area, and then we'll just do wings kind of coming down, right? And then we can even do...
Yeah, see, I just want to watch.